Hello everyone, this is Shraddha Lotke, the coordinator of Page Portal. Today we have team rule breakers with us and we are gathered here to conduct TPO's second activity, which is pre-topic talk. In this activity, I'm going to call team members one by one and they have to give 2 minutes speech on their particular topic. So I wish you all the best, team rule breakers, for second activity, and let's get started. So first, I would like to invite Kavish Taide for his speech. Kavish, you may start.
Oh. Okay. So hello and very warm good evening to each one of you present here. My name is Kavish Mahendra Singh Taide and today I am going to give you insight about the term Metaverse. So obviously the question arises, what is this Metaverse? So this term is getting thrown around a lot, pretty much like the artificial intelligence, which was a decade ago. And the easiest way that I got to understand this term Metaverse is the place where you will live digitally. So here I want to give you one example of very famous popular game in the Western country, which is known as Roblox. All of us know that YouTube is the user-generated video platform. Similarly, the game is the user-generated gaming platform. Today's young generation have found this game as a hangout place, as the game has provided them a virtual experience ecosystem, and they start living themselves digital. So as I said earlier, the metaverse is the place you will live digitally. So whenever you will live digitally, everything has to be there. That is my identity. See, in the world of Facebook, it is one of my identity. Instagram is my another identity. Twitter is another. But in real life, Kavish is only one person. And all these identities don't have any connection. So in the metaverse, the first thing we need is wholesome identity. And the second thing, why this metaverse and Web3 is going to have a big achievement is because of the autonomy and control of interaction. See, in the real life, I have a control over my interaction that I want to make. But when I go to Facebook or Instagram, they decide what I want to do. Imagine that if I want to post something on Instagram or Facebook, then they tell me that I need to follow this much step. Or if I want to comment anything, then I can write this much only. So that is mean all the rules and regulations have centralized by the governing authority. Of course, will the metaverse have some rules and regulation? Obviously, yes. But predominantly, the autonomy and control of interaction will be given to the user only. That means I can decide whatever I want to develop or do. So Web 1 was the first dawn of internet, and which was about peer-to-peer interaction, but very horrible user experience. The great thing about Web 2 is that the companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon, they created great UI UX with the latest technology. But what they did, they made everything centralized. They took our data, privacy, and make money out of it. Now, what we are going to do in Metaverse is that we have learned what is the great UI UX is and their latest technology. So all this we are going to implement in Metaverse, and we are giving authority and control of interaction to the user only, so that they can become their own authority. They can create their own authority in the Metaverse. So before rounding up, I would like to say all of us are driven by the three main things, that is competence, relatedness, and autonomy. Web2 did a good job in competence and relatedness, but the autonomy has been missing out, and this autonomy is what the Web3 and Metaverse is dealing with. And I am pretty much sure that the Metaverse and Web3 is going to have a 100x opportunity for the upcoming year or upcoming future. So lastly, I want to say, if you want to search the Metaverse and Web3, you can just go through OpenSeas or MetaMask, because for this talk, I took references from this MetaMask and OpenSeas. So thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavish. Now I would like to invite Shreyas Kodulkar.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shreyas Kodulkar. Today, I'm going to talk about lessons for the world from COVID-19 pandemic. First, I would like to say that we need more evidence-based decision making. In a world of misinformation and political-based guessing, scientific advice should be applied to every aspect of the society so that individuals can make informed decisions based on the best evidences available at that time. Our world should be ruled with the facts rather than rumors or myths. Second, health and economy are interlinked. Population health is a vital pillar of the strong economy. The total cost of the pandemic to the global economy was about 8% of the real GDP. What is, what is well known is that poor population health cost the economy twice as much due to the premature deaths and lost productivity years. In a post-COVID world, health needs to be repositioned as an investment, not just a cost that could accelerate economic growth in the years to come. Third, we need more global cooperation, from sharing health data to solving global supply chain issues. COVID-19 has repeated the importance of international cooperation. Fourth, global health is shared responsibility. As we have witnessed firsthand, viruses do not respect borders. A global problem like pandemic requires a global solution, and it is the responsibility of every nation to prioritize public health for the benefit of humankind. Fifth, education is the best future investment. The COVID-19 pandemic has exposed weaknesses in various educational systems in developing countries and has made clear that the urgent need of new educational strategies. Therefore, we need a increasing fund in education and develop effective strategies that will assure us a good education for the future crisis. Uh, at the end, I would like to conclude that whatever is the problem, we need a good infrastructure in order to become successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreyas. Now I would like to invite Pratik Gauraj.
Hi, my name is Pratik Gauraj. Now I am going to talk about impact of IoT on our life. Before discussing about impacts on our life, first of all, let's know what is IoT, means Internet of Things. IoT refers to a system of interrelated, interconnected objects that are able to collect and transfer data over a wireless network without human intervention. IoT is being adopted by almost all sections. One of the best example of IoT is smart home. Without human intervention, things in smart home can exchange data and make things easier for residents, like opening the doors automatically. The goal behind the IoT is to have devices that self-report in real time, improving efficiency. Now there are positive as well as negative impacts. Let's discuss. There are some positive impacts. First one, who would have thought of a world where people can communicate with things around us? Today, we can have things like chairs, beds, cars, and music system connected directly to internet. This can be done simply by using sensor connected device to our physical environment. This will soon be high on demand because of its irresistible features such as ultra low cost with absolutely zero maintenance cost. Apart from this, it is different from other emerging technology having interference, intelligence, and machine learning. We need not have required computer science skills. We don't have to be an expert to use it. Talking in the terms of healthcare, IoT has now reached all verticals. One can imagine by developing wearable sensor gadgets for monitoring fitness, diet, medication management. It has made the lives of physically disabled and senior citizens simpler, since they have to live independently. IoT can widely used for monitoring the vibration in the building, movements, bridges, and the dams during the natural calamities such as earthquakes and tsunamis. Now, there are some negative impacts. As we invite the new world having next era of connectivity, we are talking about the massive loss of jobs for over the next 10 years. Without all our tasks automated, we are losing the importance of human intelligence and labor. Security is the major concern when we talk about IoT. An enormous amount of data now needs to be encrypted and protected from the hackers. Almost a time, we will come the privacy of people we highly challenge. In the present world scenario, we require Arduino IoT kit for running any sensor-based application, which is quite expensive in the market. This means the concept of IoT does not support compatibility in terms of USB connectivity. IoT is encouraging the over-reliance of technology. Our present generation has grown up with the presence of worldwide network of the internet, wherever everything is so easily attainable, overly depend on internet, and for every decision we now trust the technology more than our cognitive thinking. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratik. Now I would like to invite Rushikesh Koravi.
Hello again. Myself Rushikesh Ganpati Kodri. Today I will give a speech on yoga and meditation. Yoga is the best gift given by Indian to the world. Yoga is developed by Hindu Saraswati civilization in northern India over 5,000 years ago. And meditation is invented by Maharishi Mahesh in 1950. Yoga is an old art which can connect your mind with your body, and you can say emptying your mind or interact with inner self. Yoga is an Sanskrit word which meaning is Indian discipline. Yoga is an safe and practiced even by kids and elders. There is no hard equipment required to do this, which can make relaxation to the mind. Importance of yoga is spreading in entire world by efforts of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it announces 21st June is Worldwide Yoga Day. In India, brand ambassador of yoga is Amit Shah. In India, how to do proper yoga is taught by Ramdev Baba, which takes yoga camp from 2002. There are 4 types of yoga: Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jain Yoga, and Karma Yoga. There are 108 Surya Namaskar. We are talking about benefits of yoga is it improves the flexibility of muscles, it improves your digestive system, it protects from diseases, it maintains your health. There are 35% people do yoga in India. There are 300 million people do yoga in worldwide. Talking about meditation effects on me. I love meditation, but I didn't get proper path how to do meditation. In degrees, during degree second year, college I make a 28-day section on your meditation under guidance of Jagruti Yoga, from which I get proper knowledge of meditation. It affects lots of me. It removes stress, increases energy, sleep well. Thank you.
Thank you, Rushikesh. Now I would like to invite Atharva Deshpande.
Hello everyone. I am Atharva Ravindra Deshpande. Today I am going to talk about the famous phrase "Data is a new oil" by Clem Hamby. Let's start with a familiar example such as YouTube. What they do is they took all of our data such as what we watch, what we search, what we repeatedly watching, etc. They analyzes the data and recommended us a related content. Like oil, data is valuable if it is in reusable format. Just as crude oil, it is transformed into useful products such as petroleum. The raw data needed to be pre-processed before it can be used for analytics. We need to make sure the data is reliable, reasonable, and accurate. Modern artificial intelligence require large amount of quality data to automate tasks normally performed by humans. Just as we can use engineering techniques to design a car, we can use the most sophisticated mathematical techniques to design a machine learning algorithm. But at the end of the day, the car is useless without fuel, and the machine learning algorithms is useless without our data. Just as oil requires infrastructure for storage and transportation, data requires infrastructure in a form of software and hardware. Comparing data and oil is a finite resource while data is a virtually infinite. Oil is consumed, but data is created. Day by day, as users are increasing, data also proportionally increasing. It is very challenging task to monitor such huge data. There are some privacy ethics as data is driven by a specific person at a specific limit. So here, concluding by repeating the phrase, data is a new oil. Just like oil, raw data isn't valuable, but the value is created when it is gathered completely and accurately. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Atharva. Now I would like to invite Pratik Londhe.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. My name is Pratik. Now I'm talking about a very important topic, that is India ready for electric vehicles? Yes, India is ready for electric vehicles. How? See the details. Electric vehicles are unlike conventional petrol and diesel vehicles. Electric vehicles run on electric energy, which is stored in a lithium-ion battery. Now, see the challenges for electric vehicles. Most of the biggest challenge for electric vehicles is infrastructure. We have to develop infrastructure at a large scale. It includes the charging station, service centers, connectivity, and the production of electric vehicles. Next is the range anxiety. Buyers have a doubt about the range anxiety. The next is the lithium-ion battery. Lithium-ion battery not produced in India. We import it at a high price, and so that expensive is going high. Next is the disposal of a lithium-ion battery. After 8 years, we have to find the proper way of disposal of a lithium-ion battery. Now see the benefits of electric vehicles. The most significant benefit is it's a environment friendly. It's a do not limit any toxic gas in environment. Then it have a low maintenance cost, and also they have a less maintenance. The next is they have quieter to operate, and it's reduce the air and noise pollution. Now see the future of the electric vehicles. The market capital of electric vehicles is a 3.1 billion US dollar by 2080. It become a 5.7 billion US dollar by 2020, and it will become over 80 billion US dollar by 2026. Also, the National Electric Mobility Mission launched by the government. According to this, automobile industry contribute 20% of its GDP by 2016. It contribute 25% of GDP in 2020, and it will contribute 30% of GDP by 2026. Also, government launches the schemes like this, give the subsidies on electric vehicles and take a low tax in it. And Union Road and Transport Ministry says the India will become a manufacturing hub for electric vehicles. After COVID-19, several countries do not want to dealing with China further, and this is a good opportunity for us. This is in Parliament we focus on the lithium-ion battery and find the solution for it. And also they build up the challenging in Bharatmala projects. And our Prime Minister Modi addressed the COP26 summit, and they will say the India set a goal to reduce 30% of its carbon emission by 2030, and India become a zero carbon emission nation by 2070. And electric vehicles play a master role in it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Pratik. Now I would like to invite Nagnath Lahankar.
Good evening. My name is Nagnath Lahankar, and my topic name is population and human life. The problem of population has become very serious in recent years. The people of the developed nations try to solve this problem, but in India, we have not paid sufficient attention to it. Our future generation will suffer from the harmful effect of pollution if we do not tackle the problem now. There are different types of pollution: water pollution, food pollution, soil pollution, air pollution, etc. Trees have been getting more and more. Trees have been cut down on a large scale. A number of industries have been set up in almost every region of the country. So, unbalanced industrial growth is the main cause of air and water pollution. The owner of industries dump waste material on Earth's surface and rivers, so water is polluted. The waste on the Earth produce different poisonous gases which pollute the air. Forests which purified air have been put down, and new cities and industries have been established in the place. Noise pollution. Beside water and air pollution, we also face the pollution of noise pollution. Today, vehicles produce noise all the times. This noise generally defective. They cause tension, raise blood pressure, and leads to several and mental disorders. Thank you.
Thank you, Nagnath. So here I announce our second activity is finished, and I would like to thank Team Rule Breakers for your wonderful cooperation, and congratulations for successfully completion of second activity. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you.